The bold and the beautiful spoilers for May 26th, 2025. Carter makes a bold move. Daphne prepares to leave, and Finn pressures Liam to come clean. Monday, May 26th, 2025. Promises to be a seismic shift for the bold and the beautiful, packed with emotional gut punches, raw confessions, and irreversible choices. Relationships are tested, hearts are broken, and life hangs in the balance. With the tension bubbling just below the surface, this episode refuses to let up. It pushes every character to their breaking point, and some beyond it. There's no time for subtlety. Everything is on the line. Carter Walton's grand gesture. Carter Walton is a man done waiting. After years of heartbreak, dashed hopes, and women who could never fully commit, he finally believes he's found what he's been searching for, a true partner in Hope Logan. For Carter, Hope isn't just a rebound or another chapter, she's the finale, the answer, the dream realized. Since reuniting with her, his emotions have been locked on one course. And now he's ready to do something about it. The episode opens with Carter preparing something monumental. This isn't just a romantic dinner or a whispered "I love you." This is Carter laying it all on the table. He's ready to ask Hope to marry him. The COO of Forrester Creations has made up his mind, and he's not hedging bets. For Carter, this is do-or-die territory. After everything he's endured. Failed relationships, broken engagements, lonely nights, he wants to secure a future that finally feels right. Hope is at the center of that. But the weight of this gesture isn't just in the proposal. It's in what it means. It's Carter telling Hope that he sees her as the mother of his future children, as the woman who will share his life, not just his bed. It's him committing fully, loudly, without fear. The moment is full of tension. The question isn't whether Carter will propose. It's how Hope will respond. And that's where the heartbreak threatens to crash in. Viewers haven't forgotten Hope's history. When Thomas Forrester proposed, she said no. Not because she didn't care, but because she wasn't ready. Will she do the same to Carter? Or has her brush with Liam's terminal illness made her realize that time is precious and love can't be wasted? Daphne Rose spirals and runs while Carter is preparing for a new chapter. Daphne Rose is crumbling. The woman known behind closed doors as the Nose because of her instincts, not her appearance, poured her heart out to Carter in the worst way, honestly. She told him she loved him. She believed, for a fleeting moment, that he was choosing her. And when Carter responded that he had found love again, Daphne thought he meant her. But then Carter shattered her illusion with a single name, Hope. For Daphne, it's humiliation on top of heartbreak. She's not just losing a man she loves. She's losing to the same woman she thought she had moved past. Daphne has always walked the line between calculated and impulsive, but this time, the emotion takes over. She decides to leave Los Angeles. Not just for a break. She wants out. Out of the city, out of the storyline, out of the pain. The kind of goodbye that feels permanent, even if it's not. And that's where Deuce Stevens enters the picture. Deuce Stevens. The unexpected ride. Deuce Stevens, the smooth-talking, rough-around-the-edges pilot with a heart of gold and an eye for emotional turbulence, finds himself at the center of Daphne's exit plan. It's his job to get her to the airport, but it might become his mission to get her to stay. As they drive, it's more than just a ride. It's a last chance. Daphne vents. Deuce listens. And somewhere between her bitterness and his silence, a connection flickers. Deuce doesn't try to fix her. He doesn't tell her what she wants to hear. But he challenges her. Are you really going to walk away without a fight? He asks. Daphne, exhausted and emotionally battered, doesn't know how to answer. Could Deuce convince her to stay and reclaim her worth? Could this unlikely pairing be the beginning of something else entirely? For now, Daphne boards the car with one intention: leave. But what happens on the way to the airport may just change everything. Finn's pressure on Liam. Tell the truth back at the hospital. The emotional weight shifts to John Finn Finnegan, who's running out of patience. For weeks, he's carried Liam's secret that the man is dying from an inoperable brain tumor. But it's not just the burden of confidentiality that's eating at Finn. It's what the secret is doing to his wife, Steffi. Steffi has been protecting Liam's secret, creating lie after lie to keep the truth from exploding into the open. But it's killing her inside. Every day she shields the truth from their children, from their loved ones, from the world. It chips away at her peace of mind. Finn finally confronts Liam. He doesn't ask, he demands. Liam needs to tell the people he loves what's really happening. Especially Hope. Especially his daughters. Especially the people who will have to pick up the pieces when he's gone. Finn isn't being cruel. He's being honest. It's time to stop hiding behind a wall of what-ifs and give the people around him a chance to say goodbye. Liam's ongoing struggle, a risky road ahead. Even as Finn makes his plea, Liam faces an impossible choice. Grace Buckingham's experimental treatment plan, a combination of aggressive chemotherapy and radiation therapy, is his only chance at survival. But it's a steep price. Side effects will be devastating. Organ failure is a real possibility. Paralysis. Infections. Brain swelling. Seizures. He could become bedridden. And even then, there's no guarantee it will work. Liam wants to be outside. He wants to be with his daughters. He wants to live what little life he has left on his own terms. But the hope of more time, of seeing Beth and Kelly grow a little more, pulls at him like a lifeline. He's torn between a peaceful goodbye and a painful gamble. Grace made it clear, this isn't about curing him. It's about buying time. But at what cost? As Monday's episode rolls on, Liam's internal war plays out in subtle moments, staring at family photos, hesitating to pick up the phone, breaking down in silence when no one's watching. This isn't a man who's afraid of dying. It's a man afraid of dying without doing enough. The fallout begins, the episode ends without closure. Carter is waiting for Hope's answer. Daphne is en route to an airport she may never reach. Finn is pushing Liam toward a truth that could fracture everything. And Liam? He's on the edge of life, of choice, of the moment where everything changes. The May 26th episode of The Bold and the Beautiful doesn't tie things up in a neat bow. It unravels. It complicates. It deepens the pain and raises the stakes. And most of all, it reminds us that in this world of fashion and family, secrets always rise. Love is never simple and no one escapes the cost of the truth. Stay tuned. The fallout from these choices will ripple across every character in the weeks to come. And not everyone will survive it. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Wyatt Spencer's potential return sets the stage for an emotional family reunion as Liam faces his final days as The Bold and the Beautiful continues its relentless march towards some of the most emotionally charged episodes in recent memory. Speculation is reaching a fever pitch around the possible return of one pivotal character. Wyatt Spencer. With Liam Spencer's time quickly running out due to terminal brain cancer, fans are now clinging to one hope, that his half-brother and longtime confidant will reappear in Los Angeles before it's too late. And if that happens, it won't just be a cameo, it will be a deeply personal, character-driven reckoning that reawakens memories, uncovers regrets, and redefines what family means in the face of loss. Wyatt Spencer, last portrayed by Darren Brooks, has been absent from the canvas for far too long. While he made a brief return in 2024, the appearance was fleeting, almost symbolic, a ghost passing through the lives of those who once knew him best. But now, with Liam teetering between life and death, the show has a chance to pull Wyatt back into the heart of the story, where he belongs. This isn't about nostalgia. This is about closure. Liam's refusal to undergo treatment has left everyone reeling. He's accepted the diagnosis. He knows the end is coming. And in doing so, he's unintentionally drawn every meaningful relationship in his life into sharp focus. Steffi and Hope are already shaken. Finn is caught between being a doctor and a friend. Bill Spencer, the often emotionally distant patriarch, is struggling to find the words to even approach his dying son. But Wyatt is different. Wyatt has always been Liam's moral compass, his sounding board, the one person who could slap sense into him without judgment. For Liam, Wyatt was more than a brother, he was the other half of a lifelong conversation. When everyone else fell away, Wyatt remained. When Liam needed honesty, Wyatt didn't hold back. Their bond, forged through chaotic relationships, business rivalries, and personal tragedies, was never fragile. It was tested repeatedly but never broken. And now, with Liam facing the one challenge even he can't charm or reason his way out of, the absence of Wyatt is a glaring hole in an otherwise complete circle of love and grief. If Wyatt does return, the reunion will be more than just a warm hug or a quiet conversation. It will be a moment of emotional urgency, two brothers staring down the reality that one of them is slipping away. The potential scenes practically write themselves. Wyatt arriving at Liam's home or hospital room, stunned into silence by how much his brother has changed. Liam cracking a weak joke to break the tension. The two of them falling into an embrace that says everything words can't. Wyatt insisting there has to be something more they can do, only to be met by Liam's calm, weary acceptance. And finally, the tears are raw, unscripted, real. Wyatt won't be able to fix what's happening, but his presence would give Liam something precious in his final days, the chance to feel like a whole person again, not just a dying man. The chance to be seen not as a patient, but as a brother. For Wyatt, the return would be equally transformative. It's a chance to prove that he's more than the background noise of the Spencer legacy. That when everything is on the line, he shows up. The return would also create ripple effects across the broader canvas. Bill Spencer, notorious for his emotional opacity, could be forced into deeper reflection, watching both his sons reconcile with the finality of life. Hope and Steffi, two women who have each loved Liam in different ways, might find unexpected strength in Wyatt's grounding presence. And maybe, just maybe, this return would force characters to confront what really matters: love, forgiveness, and the legacy they leave behind. From a production standpoint, bringing Darren Brooks back as Wyatt would be a gift to longtime viewers. The chemistry between Brooks and Scott Clifton, Liam, has always been effortless, full of banter, tension, and genuine brotherly warmth. Seeing that dynamic return, especially under the heavy weight of impending loss, would elevate the entire storyline. It's a chance for the bold and the beautiful to pay homage to its past while carving a deeply resonant emotional arc into its present. As of now, no official statement has been made by the showrunners or CBS regarding Wyatt's return. But the narrative door is wide open and the stakes have never been higher. Fans are voicing their hopes louder than ever. Social media threads, fan forums, and spoiler blogs are buzzing with one refrain: bring Wyatt back. And frankly, they're right. This isn't just about honoring Liam's story. It's about giving the Spencer family and the viewers the chance to experience a goodbye that feels complete. To watch two brothers, so often torn apart by women, business, and betrayal, come together one last time in the name of love. To say what needs to be said before silence claims it all. If the writers do pull the trigger on this storyline, there's potential for something unforgettable. Wyatt doesn't need to return for weeks. He doesn't need a subplot. He needs one purpose: to be there when Liam needs him most. To listen. to laugh, to cry, to remind him, and us, that no matter how dark the ending, there's always light in connection. As we look toward the next wave of episodes, all eyes are on the Spencer family. Liam's days are numbered. The clock is ticking, and somewhere out there, Wyatt Spencer may already be packing a bag, booking a flight, and preparing himself for the most difficult reunion of his life. Keep watching. If there's one thing the bold and the beautiful has always delivered, it's the power of family. And this might be the most powerful chapter yet.